Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet and we're back here with this Football Manager 24 playthrough. This is our main save on the channel, playing with Wisla Krakow, trying to get them to the top of the league. Now, in the last episode, we were top of the league and by a couple of points, but we had a tough run of games to go. Well, today we come back for our third Europa League or Conference League game. But we are no longer top of the league. Unfortunately, we're 1 point behind Vidzev. Yeah, folks, it's been an interesting spell. It's been one of those really frustrating spells where we're playing okay, but our strikers have forgotten how to score the goals. And the real disappointing thing is Delgado has suddenly gone on a completely barren spell. At the same time, Click, our wonder player, can't score a free kick and his passing seems to have gone off and he's not getting those high average rating. And Rufo, who was scoring all those headers until the last game, had gone on a really bad run as well. Those were our three best players and all of a sudden they've fallen off a cliff. Let's have a look. So you saw this brilliant 3-1 victory away against Lodz. Well, we've actually played 5 games since then, 3 of them in the league. We got a win, a draw and a loss. The loss was ridiculous. We completely outplayed Lech and ended up losing. Don't understand it. We had so many chances. Look at this. 2.3 XG, 5 shots on target, 17 shots in total. We had goals disallowed. They had a goal disallowed as well. But yeah, somehow we did not score. We absolutely deserved to get something out of that game. I think 3 points. Against Pogon away, actually, I thought it was going to go the other way. It was a very even game, actually. John Jules got an early goal. I think there was another disallowed goal in there. And then Christo scored later on. We managed to stop them creating lots of chances, but we didn't create a lot ourselves. It was a tough game. In all honesty, I was fairly happy with a draw away against Pogon. They're a good side. And the real quality result you can see there is a 3-0 victory at home against Legia. And Rufo scored a header from a corner, which was brilliant. Ardinaz and John Jules also with the goals. So that is all good. In the midst of all that, we have played an FA Cup game away against Lesha. A 4-1 victory there. Jose Maria played up front for his first start. There's a couple of goals for him. Click and Tederaze. That was good. But in the cup, in the UEFA Conference League, somehow we ended up losing this or drawing this. It felt like a loss. Ardinaz doing well in this game. And I think this was a fairly one-sided game as well. Yeah, 7 shots on target, although they had a better XG than us, which was interesting. But look at that. So it was a little bit frustrating. I'm tempted to try and do this actually, because Ardinaz, he wants to play on the left side, and I don't know, Carlos, it just feels like he's not as good. So we'll play Rubio there. Carlos can come on. He certainly is a good player, but Ardinaz seems to be really effective on the left side. So let's go and play this game against the Turkish, probably not champions, but they're a very good side. Delgado is back in the team because Jose Maria can't play. John Jules will play alongside him. He had a good game in the last one. Ardinaz, as you saw on the left, Rubio on the right, Click and Puerta in the middle. I feel that's a really good midfield. Krasnowski on the left, Rufo on the right, and Javi and Ruiz in the middle with Bo back in goal. It's a good side. I'm slightly concerned that it may be. I'm just slightly concerned that we're not getting those goals. Actually, we've got a lot more subs that we can put on. I'll just fill out the subs and then I'll come back. Right, here we go. We've got full team out. What can possibly go wrong? A few youngsters on the bench. I don't know whether we should be working on trying actually beefing out our squad a little bit more, but we probably don't need to do that. So we will see how this team does. I just think we do have, I think, a fair lack of options on the bench. Right, let's do this. Come on. This is going to be a tough game. We're just outside of the playoffs getting that draw. We're on 4 points currently, or the top 8 get through the first round. So it's kind of good to get through that. But this is a good side. So we just need to make sure we do not give them an early goal like that. So I am finding it's very frustrating. The one highlight we see against us goes in, and then we'll have like loads and loads of highlights, and it doesn't. But this might be a slightly different story because this is a quality side. That was unlucky. It was through the two players. I mean, goalkeeper maybe should have done a bit better. Right, we're 1-0 down early doors here. Puerta into John Jules. I would love to get a victory here. I would love that. So this nice little play around. No Carlos, of course. Here's John Jules, picks it up. He is very good at... yeah. Ardenez is good in the air, but Delgado, he's just shooting from everywhere and anywhere. It seems completely out of control. Right, we've headed away. Click's got it. He's not the player I bought. He's nowhere near as good. That felt like a foul, but we'll take that. Javi almost lost control of the ball there. Back to Ruiz. Come on. Let's make this interesting. Lovely ball through. Rubio. Or Rufo. Oh, John Jules. We get... This is what I mean. We get the chances. We just look so bad in front of goal all of a sudden. Last thing I want to do is end up losing games where, especially when there's this amount of money on it, where we really should be doing a little bit better here. Lovely ball into Ardenaz. He's not going to miss. He doesn't. It's 1-1. He's at least someone who looks up for it at the minute. So does well. But you can see, where's Delgado gone? What's he doing? Nobody knows. John Jules into Puerta. Ruiz, nice ball into Click. Ardenaz. That's nicely done. Into Rufo. Ball into Ardenaz. Oh, it's out. Oh, that's a dreadful ball. We will absolutely take it, though. Rupio. He's done all right down this right side. Oh, Ardenaz couldn't get his head over the top of that ball, and it is 1-1 still. There's only one team in this. Just saying. All right, 1-1 at half-time. It should be better than this in terms of scoreline. I don't know. Is this something we just ride out and get through the other side, or do I actively need to change things? It feels, if you're creating this many... Oh, Rufo. I was going to say, if we're creating this many chances, we should score goals. And Rufo has done me proud. Finally, there's 2 goals. He was such an important player. For some reason, when he's on right back, he seems to score more goals than when he's in the centre. I think the way they've changed set pieces, that shouldn't matter. But, well, there we go. We'll praise him. What's Garcia doing? Well, that's nicely done. Javi. Puerta. That's nicely done. Rubio's got a lot of space here. Yes, he's got a goal. That might be important. That might be so important. Is that going to be back in the goals, Delgado? I mean, the man can score so many goals, but he just feels like he's just off it at the minute. But that could be the big difference. It was a lovely header, an absolute corker of a header. So we will take that. Right, 3-1 up, 60 minutes on the clock. We will have to start thinking about subs. We need players to be fit and ready to go for the next game in the league. Here's John Jules into Rubio. He's had a good game actually today. Rubio, he's been involved in everything we've done. Click. I would like him to get a goal as well from the free kick. Oh no, Delgado has been pretty much getting an offside goal a game in everything he's played, so maybe, is he allowed that one? No, of course not. It was a really nice little bit of play, but timing those runs just a little bit off. Lovely finish though. Well done. Doing all right. Well, a few changes, including Click off and the youngster Wisla on. It's not an easy one to say. Here he is on the ball. He looks a solid player. I think it's a little bit early doors for him yet, but I think if he can start creating a bit of pressure for Click, then that might turn Mr. Click back into scoring goals. But there we go, 4-1 up, 83 minutes on the cards. I think we just want to just make a last couple of changes just to help those players who are on the pitch, because they've got to come off and play some football very soon. So Rufo, I guess, will take Gareth Krasnowski off, and Garitano on, and Carlos on. So a couple of changes down that left side. Well, there we go. A 4-1 victory over Trabzonspor. Very good performance from the front two after saying they're absolutely useless. Rufo, who I also said wasn't doing too well, played great stuff, as did Ardinaz on the left side. I think we'll continue trying that. Rubio doing very, very well, so we'll probably continue him playing there. And we got the question is about Click. What the heck do we do about him? Because he's just not clicking. But look at that performance. And I don't know how to say his name. Ozzy, we'll call him. But well done, Ozzy. I am surprised and pleased about that, and most importantly that we are in that green zone, in that top 8. And if you look at the games that we've got to come, that's about £500,000, so that's not to be sniffed at. So looking at the finances, we've got over £10 million in the bank. We're doing all right in terms of money, we really are. But if we can qualify for this, I think the money goes up significantly. So games left, we've got CSKA Sofia, we've got Viborg, and then we've got Sheriff Tiraspol. And I think just for moving things on, because we sort of concentrated early doors, we're looking good in terms of qualification. It's just what that qualification looks like. So we might come back for the away game against Sheriff Tiraspol to see if we can get that top 8 position, because that would be pretty awesome. So looking at the money though, if we get into that top 8, I think we'll get around £500,000. It goes up, but not to the ridiculous levels. I mean, it's just over. If we get to the semi-finals, it's 1.7 million. That is a pretty significant award. Winning the whole thing gets you a lot of money. 4.28 million. I'm not saying we're going to win it. Just don't get ahead of yourselves. But I think we have a chance of getting in that top 8. I like to think, given the fixtures that we've got left, and you know we're 4 points ahead of what's down here. We've got to play Sheriff Tiraspol, who, let's face it, aren't doing great. CSK Sofia, who aren't doing great, and one other, Bran, I think. Viborg, where are they? They're 20th. So none of these sides are the ones who are doing well, which is absolutely fine. There's also, where are the... There's no one too scary in here. We've got some Italian sides. Roma, that's a bit of a scary one. But you look through it, there's certainly a lot of teams we can beat. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think we're going to do. Are we going to finish in that top 8, or are we going to slip down into the 9th to 24th, or do you think we're not actually going to do that well? And what's going to happen in the league? When we come back, are we going to still be in second? I haven't shown you the league table, so we should do that. There we go. Sitting just 1 point behind Vidzev, 3 points ahead of Piast, and a further point ahead of Legia. So, you know, Vidzev have got a tough game against Rakov coming up soon, but Rakov are not doing great. My question here is Delgado back? I think if he's back, Vidzev are in all sorts of trouble. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. See you for the next one. Goodbye.